big game out here in the sweating hot, lovely heat of summer. Yes, I've taken a break from my gamer score challenge I set myself. We're on day 10 now, and there we go. I'm currently sitting on 62,148. So yeah, in 10 days, 62,148. They've not all been Rattler games. There's a couple of 360 games from Xbox One games chucked in there, a couple of games from Game Pass. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit. If you just play them Rattler games, I could probably hit the 100,000 in a day. There's so many 5-minute games out there. It just makes it no fun. Unlike this one, what I'm playing here, Battle Ages, that one's about a 10-year game. I think I've got 3 achievements left on it, or 4 achievements left on it, and it's going to take me another like 10 years to get them. But anyway, yep, we're on the G&T today. Bit of Parma Violet, Parma Violet, gin and tonic. Just finished work filming this, 10 o'clock at night. Right, so why am I filming this video? Well, we had a trip to Arcade Club, which then turned into another whole day of game hunting. We'll get into that. You've probably seen it on other people's videos I've put out. But yeah, so we went up to Arcade Club. Who did we see? So we met up with GloryHunter. Yeah, picked him up on the way up. And then we went to Eddie's because we were staying at Eddie's, Rollerxcore. Eddie Rollerxcore, so GloryHunter and Rollerxcore so far. Then we saw Dylan, Hyper Trigger X. He come over to Eddie's because Eddie was kindly driving us all to Arcade Club and not drinking because he literally was meant to go to sleep and had no sleep as normal. So yeah, he's crazy. So we went over to Arcade Club, and who did we meet in there? So first up I saw Andrew, aka Chili. Saw him. He pointed me in the direction of where everyone else was sitting. They managed to find a corner of the bar. They was all sitting there having a drink. Except from the poor first person I saw. Because the driver who was meant to be driving them had some car issues late at night, and good old retroredsteve had to drive, so he was sitting there on his Pepsi Max. It's alright though, last time he was there he'd probably drunk a few. I heard he was poor old Craig had to pull over on the motorway every half an hour for him to keep jumping out, so he didn't have to do it this time. Who was he there with? Talking of Craig, he was there, Goodwins Place. And they come down, well actually I didn't see him first of all because he weren't there. I saw Paul, the Ink Northerner, he was sitting with them. So while we were sitting there having a chat, grabbing a beer, having a chat with them, the guy who was meant to come last time, who I'd never met before, so this is the first time meeting him. First time meeting Chili as well, funny enough, I never met him before. Was Matt, Matropolis. Yeah, first time I met him. Lovely guy. So yeah, good to meet you up where you finally met. Who else did we bump into? We saw Kieran, Retro Reclaimer. He was there with his family, so we left them to get on with it. Had a couple of games together though. We played a 4-player Darius game, I think it was, with his father-in-law and his son. It was a good laugh, that was. Literally for about 5 seconds I saw Mike's shed. Mike's shed, whatever you want to call him. We were sort of like walking back in after he'd been to town as he was walking out. And then I saw Mark, Burntoutculture. He was there. He was playing a racing game with Dylan at the time. I tried to put him off, but he held on. I think he got the win. And another person I met for the first time was Sinisteve. He was there playing another arcade game. I can't remember when it was, but apparently he was on it for hours. So You must have enjoyed it. So yeah, that was all who turned up. So we get into the day as we go. So first up, we have a limited run. I just made sure I didn't have his address on it. I was like, who sends out limited run stuff? This was from Dylan, Hyper Trigger X. Yeah, he was very kindly. I picked up not long ago some EverDrives, and I bought some ROMs already preloaded onto SD cards online, and they didn't work. So Dylan has very kindly fixed them all for me, so I can sell all these games now and make some room and some money. So if that's going to happen, this just means they won't be getting played because they'll be played on EverDrives. So first up, he done for me very kindly, is a NES EverDrive, which has got a Super Famicom EverDrive in it. He had to get me a bigger memory card for this, because obviously it had a lot more games on it, so I think it was this one anyway. No, it wasn't this one. That one's got the one I'll give him on it. So yeah, but he said he's got all the games on it because he hasn't got a NES, but he's got the Famicom. So yeah, very happy to have that. Also, there was a Super Nintendo one. So a Super EverDrive X5. Yeah, he's done that one for me, loaded that up, tested it all, made sure it worked. The only one he hasn't tested is this. I haven't tested it myself, but I'm assuming it works. So, very happy with him. I played the SNES one, and this was the one, ain't it? This is the one he needed a bigger memory card for. Yeah, 32 gig one. So he had to order me in a new memory card and sorted it all out for me. And I gave him the money for it, offered him drinks, games, whatever, money. He wouldn't accept it, so Dylan, you are a legend. So that's N64 one. So yeah, I've already got the Mega Drive and I've already got the PC Engine. So yeah, I'm now EverDrive full setup. What else do I need? I need to get a Game Boy one next. Or Game Boy Advance one is the better one apparently. So yeah, I might be hitting you up again soon, didn't? But yeah, he made the joke that he'd give it to me in a limited run box as well, so cheers for that, Dylan. Top man. Right, gift off of Scott, GloryHunter. We always send back and forward pictures of games and stuff, and I must have completely missed this one out because I've recently updated my 360 list, so I probably missed it out at the time, but I needed this one. And that is Vikings Battle for Asgard. So yeah, all nice and complete. Great condition, so don't know when I'm going to get around to playing that, but need to get achievements on it, so right. Then this was from Paul the Ink Northerner. He gave me Ninja Town. So yeah, there was a couple of people eyeing this up, but I beat them to it in the group, so again, absolutely fantastic condition. There's a safety booklet, look at that, safety booklet in there. So yeah, I don't have many DS games, I'm just after like games that I'd actually play. And this does look like a pretty fun game, to be fair. Probably a kiddie's game more than anything, but it's my sort of style. So, looking to give that one a go. So, Ninja Town for the DS. And then, I'm sure I got these on the Sunday. Terribly sorry if I got this wrong. It was either from Chile, I can't remember, or Jim over at Corbana. 2 manuals for Grand Theft Auto 5, because I'm a dirty reseller, and I had 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto 5 that had no manuals in them, and I wanted to stick them on eBay. So yeah. Cheers for that. I think it was Jim. I can't remember exactly. Pretty sure. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Apologies if I got it wrong. It's been a couple of weeks, and we've had a lot of gin since then. I must say, I picked up this one the other day from Asda. Pretty good. The Gordon's Premium Pink Distilled Gin. Yeah. Had some blood orange one as well. That one all went. Right, and then the legend himself, Eddie Rollerxcore. How many did we get off him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've done a little bit of a trade. I bought him a couple of games while we was out in Bury CEX, and I'm giving him a few PS3 games. Next time I go and see him, got them to give to him. But what has he given me? So first up, we have got Cabela's Dangerous Hunts 2011. So, yeah, if you know Eddie, he picks up loads and loads of games. He goes to the car boots and charity shops and wherever else he finds. So these have probably cost him pennies, which is quite surprising because some of them are quite expensive games. You'll see why in a minute. Next up was Lego Rock Band. I think this is the last Lego game that I need now. I think I've now completed the Lego subset. So welcome to the subset zone via Eddie Rollerxcore, the inventor of it. Right, we've got the Devil May Cry HD collection, which I thought was like going to be a really expensive game, and I looked it up and it was like nothing. So I was quite surprised about that, considering it's got like 1, 2 and 3 on there, which was obviously PS2 titles. One I was actually going to buy in Bury, but I think Scott might have bought it in the end. I can't remember now. It was Zumba Fitness Core. So I think I just need the one Zumba Fitness game now. One I've not seen around anywhere is Power Up Heroes. All Connect games these, by the way. Lovely purple cases. One I can't wait to give a go. It's a Nickelodeon Dance. Look, bit of Dora the Explorer on there. Everyone needs Dora the Explorer on every system. So yeah, we can dance along with Dora. Look, you can be there. Meant to be a little kid, but it'll be me dancing with her. And surprisingly, I think this is about £15 and very rarely pops up, is Just Dance Disney Party 2. So yeah, I don't know how much this is on like eBay and stuff, but I'm sure it's £15 in CEX, but very rarely in stock. So yeah, that is a good one to get ticked off. That's four Connect games there I've got ticked off the list. Did I buy any more Connect games? I was like, oh, I did. I bought one more. So slowly getting through the Connect list. There's 96 games I think in total, and I think I'm on 92. It's 90 something, and I'm probably pushing 70 now. So I might just have to push a bit harder. What else have I got? Have I got any more? Yeah, I did buy a couple more lately as well, so yeah, probably into the 70s now. Alright, so obviously after that, we went to Arcade Club. Like I say, we got in there, sat down, had a few beers, and we thought, right, need to play some games. So I was walking around, I was having a go on a few bits here and there, getting on the old shooters. They've changed it around a lot actually, Bury. It used to be... the shooters used to be on the second floor. It used to be like a row of them, but now they've sort of like made that a bar area, because you're not allowed to walk around with drinks anymore, even though everyone was, so I don't understand that rule. But yeah, they've put tables out, so they've actually got like a little separate room now, which has got all the little arcade cab set up for the shooters and stuff. I forgot what they're called now. I remembered what they were called and then now I forgot. So that's what happens when you leave videos for a while. They're the little white ones. I'm sure you know what they are. Someone will put it down in the comment what they are. But I had to go on about 7 or 8 of them. Then I went downstairs and I played Guitar Hero with GloryHunter and got absolutely destroyed. Then Chili took over and he's actually pretty good at it. So yeah, there's quite a few good players at Guitar Hero, just not me. We played, there's this new game there on the ground floor, Mission Impossible. So me and Scott decided to play it. Well, we beat the whole game. It was rubbish. It's meant to be like this really expensive big theme. I think you're meant to play it with 4 players. I think it's meant to be like a 2-on-2 team type thing, but unless you all start at the same time, it's not that. You just end up just the 2 of you going through a co-op thing against like computer players. And yeah, I don't rate it all. Considering it was like on the main page of their website and they was bigging up this machine and it's like supposed to be like a massive machine. It took out a lot of space. But yeah, I didn't really like that. And then there was a House of the Dead machine. You probably heard this on people's videos. No one got to play it. Well, I happened to have a go on it. And it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I needed a second player on it, but I didn't know where anyone was. I just so happened to be downstairs at the right place at the right time. There was normally people waiting to go on it, and all of a sudden like, I walked down, I started walking over to it, and 2 people got out. And there was no one there, and I thought, right, I'm getting on this. So I went on it, and had a go, and got destroyed. You literally need 2 players. You cannot play it solo. It's not designed to be played solo. So yeah, got absolutely wrecked on that. Played a few other games. Had a go on a couple of the arcade cabs. Had food, got drink. Got told these pizzas are really good. So it said, oh, the pizzas are all homemade. They're brilliant, right? So we ordered these pizzas. I'm expecting good stuff. It looked like one of them frozen pizzas they got out of the freezer. But then when Scott ordered it later on in the evening, when we all decided to order burgers because we've looked at the pizza already, they must have had a different chef on because his one was much better. So yeah, Scott, you got lucky there. You had the nice burger in the morning and a nice pizza at night. But while we was there, we was walking around and we thought, you know what, let's go into town. So we thought it was getting late. It was like 3, 4 o'clock and everything closes at like 5. So we're like, we need to get a move on. So there was me, Scott, Eddie, Paul, Chili, and there was Eddie's friend now. I want to say his name's Lee. I'm sure it was Lee. Anyway, the 6 of us went into town. Apologise if your name's not Lee. Not that you're watching this. But yeah, I'm sure Eddie will correct us. I'm sure his name was Lee. We all went into town. So we were walking around. So first up we went to CEX. So in CEX I managed to pick up 5 games. So first up, one I was absolutely finally glad to get in the collection. And it's in really good condition. I've seen this once or twice before but had no manual. It's not a rare game, it's common as anything. Just I've never seen it around. I think I own it on the PS3. Or I had it on the PS3 and got rid of it, one or the other. But it's Brutal Legends. So it's your rhythm and dance game with a bloke who's going to go around and beat you up with a guitar. So yeah, got a bit of Ozzy Osbourne on the back or something there. But yeah, I'm sure people will know more about this game than I do, but yeah, apparently it's got someone in it or something. Oh, that's it, yes, Jack Black, that's it. So the main character is Jack Black, tells you on the back. He's Eddie Riggs. So yeah, I was happy to add that. Another one, I picked this up a couple of weeks before. And it wasn't in great shape, and I thought it's a common game, I'll see it around. And I'm glad I did wait, because in the berry one I found it and it's got a slip cover. And that is Prototype 2. So it comes in a lovely slip cover. And I mean lovely, this thing is like not being touched. So obviously the box is nice. Opened it up, all nice and complete. So I'm like, I'm having that, so yeah. I was very happy with that. Then we have a Your Shape Fitness Evolved 2012. So another one you don't see around very much. So another Connect game. Then there was two titles I was really happy to get, because one I haven't seen around at all, and one is not a cheap one, so I was happy to get it. I want to play it again. Well, actually, it hasn't got the first one. I want to play the first one, but I need to get PS1. Might give it away. Right, so first up was Serious Sam HD. So I played a Serious Sam game, but it was on the GameCube. So this is the first and second encounters, so I'm guessing it's 1 and 2. I'm sure it's just Serious Sam 1 on the GameCube. I don't know why I'm looking, I can't see from here. So yeah, happy to add that. And one, I want to play the first one rather than the second and the third one. I don't think I've ever played the second and the third one. In fact, I know I haven't played the second and third one because I only picked them up not long ago when I was down with Ross. Both on the PS2, so I know I haven't played them yet. And that is the Silent Hill HD collection. So it's the second and the third game. I've only ever played Silent Hill 1 on the PS1. And I want to get it back, but I don't want to pay 50 quid for it. So yeah, this is your survival horror style games. So while we was there, we was having a look around in a few charity shops and stuff. Didn't find anything in any of them, but there was like a little phone shop there. And I walked in and they had a few games. They didn't have many. And this was sitting there, and I'm sure this was 20p. And I weren't leaving it behind for that because I needed it. I need it in the collection. I don't own it. I think it's only a couple of quid in CEX, so it's not like an expensive game, but for 20p or 50p, whatever it was, I weren't turning it down. That's Unreal Tournament U. But yeah, probably never going to play the thing. Maybe put it in, get 1 or 2 achievements on it just to see I played it. And that's about it. So then we went back to our... no, we didn't. We went to a pub. We actually went to a pub and we tried to go into Wetherspoons and they wouldn't let us in. It was rammed, so they didn't let us in. But there was a pub either side of it. So we went to another pub next door and sat down. And I'd given a couple of games to Chili and he goes, right, I'm getting you this beer, don't worry, just tell me what you want. So he ordered everyone a drink, a few people a drink. And between the 6 of us, I don't think the round come to 20 quid. And I was shocked because around where I live it's like £6 a pint. So when you're like in a pub and the woman comes over and Chili's sitting there with 2 £20 notes in his hand ready to pay, and he only has to hand over one of them and gets change from it, I think that is unbelievable. And more so, it was a nice pint as well. We didn't even get like, it was one of the local ones, I can't remember what it's called now. It was about 5%. But it was really nice. So I'd recommend that if I could remember what it was called. I'm sure Paul will tell us. Paul had one. Paul will put down in the comments what the beer was. He will know these things. So after that we went back to Arcade Club. Played a few more games. Had my burger because the pizza weren't good as I said. But Scott's was. By that point a few people had already gone. That was when Burnout Culture and Sinisteve had turned up. and Mike's shed was just leaving. But a few people had already gone. I had some stuff for Craig and he went. So, Craig, I had some stuff for you. Oh, can't believe you went. I'll have to bring it next time though. But yeah, so we went back in there and then we was getting late now. It's getting like 8, 9 o'clock. Eddie's obviously been awake all day, so he wants to get home because he's driving. We don't want him to be too tired. It's about half an hour's drive from his house to there. So we're going back. Eddie wants to get some beers because he's got no beers in, so we're going Tesco's. So while we're sitting in the car, I make the mistake of telling them, oh, if we're going Tesco's, I'll have a look for Death Stranding because it's on offer for £4. So yeah. So what do? We get to Tesco's. Eddie and Dylan run off. Find the game section because obviously they're local, they know where it is. Me and Scott ain't got a clue, we're walking around looking. Next thing they come out with these 2 boxes in their hand. Oh, hey, we've got the last 2 copies. I'm thinking, yeah, right. Went round there, yep, there was no more there. I'm thinking, oh, great. So I walked along and they had Gears of War 5 on the Xbox One for a £5 off. Oh, lovely, I'll get that. So I walked up there. And Eddie and Dylan had asked them if they had any more copies because obviously they knew that we wanted them. But no, they were the only 2 copies. So I said to the guy, I said, right, I'll have this one. He walks off, comes back about 2 or 3 minutes later. Oh, sorry, we ain't got any of them. So I'm sitting there thinking, oh, great. So the only one game that I recommended to them, and they nicked it. And the one game that I did want in there afterwards, and they didn't have. So yeah, cheers for that, guys. But on the upside, I'm going to help you out here because I went to my local Tesco's and I managed to get Gears 5 for the sum of £5. And I managed to get a copy of Death Stranding for £4. So I will let you off this time. But yeah. At least they've gone to people that are going to collect them because I can't see Eddie getting rid of his and Dylan getting rid of his. So, yeah. And that'll just be sitting on the shelf, probably never being opened. So, yeah, we went back to Eddie's after that. Had a few beers. We'd agreed that we sort of said that we were going to go to the car boot, but no one actually like officially agreed it. So I set my alarm for 5 thinking, oh yeah, we're going to get out and go car booting. Wake up at 5, everyone's still asleep. But they both come down around about half an hour later, about 5:30. But we just ended up playing games. We were just sitting there playing on the PS4, I think it was. Then we thought, oh, what should we do? So we went over to the Harvester. We went to Harvester, had some breakfast. That was nice in there. Been a while since I'd gone out and had a cooked breakfast. So that was well worth going and do. And then Eddie said, oh, do you want to come and check out my local CEX and town? And we thought, yeah, we'd do that. Then we thought, we'll ring up Jim Corbana and see what he's up to because he only lives around the corner. We thought if we're going to like Liverpool and stuff, he can come and join us. So yeah, we ended up going into about 5 or 6 CXs. Got them all written down here. So we went into Runcorn first, and they had an Argos there. And in the Argos, I picked up the Lego Movie 2 double pack. So this comes with the game and the movie, the game and the Blu-ray for the Xbox One. So yeah, the Argos sales are pretty good at the moment. These are $9.99, brand new and sealed. And I think they're about 20-25 quid in CEX, so it's a good thing. And then we went into CEX, and they had one Xbox 360 game I needed. So I took it to the counter, ready to pay. Woman's looking through, blah, blah. Oh, I can't sell you that one, we can't find the disc. I'm thinking, oh great. So, what am I going to do now? So I said, oh, you're just going to chuck that away? And she goes, well, yeah, probably, because like, if you ain't got the game, it ain't no good. So I said, well, they've got a copy of this in my local CEX, but it hasn't got a manual. Said, would I be able to take the manual out of it and I can buy that copy instead? So she went and asked one of the managers, and the manager went, yeah, that's all right. So, yeah, I managed to get a copy, or well, a manual for the Worms collection. I still haven't got over to my local CEX and picked the game up yet, but I'll be able to go and get it now because I have the manual. I know for a fact that one doesn't have a manual because I asked them, does it have a manual? And they said no. But now I can get it. Right, where did we go after that? We went to Widnes. I think it's called Widnes. And this is where we met up with Corbana. And I picked up, what did I pick up from there? Right, so we got 5 games in CX, and I managed to get some games from Game. So yeah, we can catch them slipping. We like to catch companies slipping. They had the 3 for 2 offers on, and they had a couple of games there that you could buy and trade in for a bit more than what they're selling them for. And obviously you get another one for free. So I ended up getting about £11 or £12 extra trade credit. But while I was there, I was looking through and I managed to get this game. So this game was £8.99 I think, or £7.99. But anyway, it cost me nothing because I got that trade credit. And then I traded them straight in, and I got this next pile of games with the credit, and I still had some credit left over for the next one as well. But I managed to get a copy of Internal Drift on the Switch. So yeah, it's like a car racing drifting game. So looking forward to cracking that open and giving it a go, considering it like cost me nothing. Then I went to CEX and I managed to pick up 5 Xbox 360 games. So we've got the X Factor, the Blob 2, which I think is meant to be easy completion, so hopefully give that a go. One I was happy to get because I'm a massive darts fan, and that is the PDC World Championship Darts Pro Tour. Well, Phil Taylor on the front there. A few others. Gary Anderson, Simon Whitlock, Barney, The Machine, James Wade. Yeah, a few players there. Happy with that one. And then 2 nicer titles. We got the Lord of the Rings, War in the North. So I was going to get this before, but it had no manual. But yeah, someone's wrote all over this, put their name on it so they never lose it, or whatever it is. No, this is actually a shop. MHC, in wherever that is. Fuslin, so I don't know, wherever that is. I'm sure it will clean off. And a nicer one to get is the King of Fighters 13 Deluxe Edition. Now I do like this cover, but there's a reversible one on it. And I think the reversible one does look a lot better. So I might be swapping that over for that. I don't know. What do you reckon? Yeah. And we're completely losing it now. This is one of Big Dunk, Woolly Weebles type of games. It's a Red Star Rising, or whatever it is. Rising Star Games. Rising Star Games. One of them ones. There you go, Dunk. You need that as well now. Alright, so that was Widnes. Then we went to Belval, something like Belval. I picked up 3 games from there. Nothing too major. So we've got Shell Shock 2, Blood Blood Trails, which is an army style game, first person shooter, all nice and complete. Got Lord of the Rings, the Lord of the Rings the Battle for Middle Earth 2. Yeah, there you go. It's got a sticker I need to get off. That's on the inside on the artwork, because Game Quick wanted to stick it on the outside, or whatever company was it that had it. And last up, I believe, no, this ain't the last one I need of this series, but the Retro Bear will be happy because we have picked up Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. So yeah, I was just using up the rest of my voucher I had from the last shop just to get them. So I got them, and while I was waiting for all the others to pay, I was looking around, and in the window they had this for £3, and that is the white lips mic. So yeah, I've recently picked up the black one, which I don't know if it's come up in one of my pickup videos yet, so that'll be a spoiler for you. So I've got the black one already, and now I've got the white one. So to buy these are £3 each, but if you was to buy them as a pair, it's £6, no, £12. So it's £6 more to buy them as a pair. I don't know why. So half the price if you buy them separately. So yeah, I was happy to get that. Right, and then we went into Liverpool. So my first time in Liverpool. What did I get there? So in the first one we went to Lord Street. The Lord Street CEX. And there I managed to pick up a copy of the World Series of Poker. This is the Tournament of Champions edition. Or 2007 edition, it says on the front. But not on the spine. So yeah, there you go. Really, really nice condition. They had a couple of other games in there, but didn't have a manual, which I was gutted about. Next up, we have got Star Trek Legacy, which needs a new case because it's starting to all rip away at the front. But other than that, the rest of it is in really nice condition, all complete with its manual. And one I was happy to find was MotoGP 14. Motorbike racing game, which I believe, yep, this one has no manual because it comes with the writing on the inside. So yeah, they had a couple of other games in there. They had a couple of nice PS1 titles in there, but Jim checked the discs on them and the discs were not in the best condition, and PS1 games don't clean up very well. So we left there. Then we went to Game again, where Eddie caught him slipping this time. But while I was in there, I did pick up one game, which I was walking around. They had this on. They had it on the Switch, which was on sale. They had it on the PS4, and it was on sale. And for some reason, the Xbox One version wasn't on sale. So I went to the counter, and I thought, right, I'm going to ask them, is that the price, or is this on sale as well, like the PS4 and the Switch version? If they would have said no, I would have left it because I didn't want to pay the price of it. But I went up there and they went, oh yeah, it's the same price as the PS4 and the Switch one. We just haven't put the sticker on it yet. And they apologised that they hadn't put the sticker on it. I went, no, you don't have to apologise. I said, it's lovely. I said, I'll have it for the price they said. So yeah, this is on Game Pass. But I wanted to pick up a physical version of this because I love this game. I know a lot of people hate it because of the mechanics of it, but I enjoy it. And that is Human Falls Flat. This is the anniversary edition. So yeah, the hardest I've ever laughed at a puzzler by GameCritics.com. So by No Breaks Games. So yeah, I thought I'd just pick up a nice physical copy of it, just in case they ever remove it from Game Pass, or I decide I ain't paying Game Pass no more, I can still play the game. Then we went to Liverpool CEX in the town centre, and I picked up 3 games. Yes, 3 games. One of them was a really nice one. Right, so while we're in there, I was looking around at a few 360 games. Eddie picked up the game and went, "Have you got this one?" And I looked at it and I went, "Nope, I don't have that one." And it's not a cheaper game. It cost a tenner. It's an OG Xbox, only on Xbox title. So I said, when I go up to the counter, if it's got a manual, I'll get it, because I don't see it around, never seen it around. And yeah, I thought I'd just pick it up while I was there, thanks to Eddie picking it out for me. And it looks like a weird, I don't know if it's like a sports game or a shooting game, I don't know what it is. I thought it was like an ice hockey game when I first looked at the cover, but it's not. And that is Death Row. Or Death Row. So 15 teams, 1 disc, no rules. So it is a sports game, then you just chuck a disc around and try and kill people by the looks of it. So yeah, went to the counter, asked them if they've got a manual, and of course, there it is. So yeah, that is another OG game ticked off the list. Probably one of the less common ones. Right, then I didn't even spot this game. Scott found it and said, "Oh, have you got this one? Because it's an easy 1000G." And I went, "You know what, I ain't got that. I haven't got any of this series." And yeah, so happy to have a copy of CSI, Crime Scene Investigation. This is the Fatal Conspiracy. So yeah, apparently they're only like a few hours long. They're meant to be really easy. So who knows, if it's really short, I might have to crack it in there when I'm getting close to the 100,000. And all these games I'm piling up are about to fall, so I'll sort them out. And the last one, which I thought, you know what, I've seen it around, I didn't really want to pay the price, but I thought, sod it, while I'm out, I'll get it. And it completes the subset now, because I'd already picked up the first one earlier, and that is Silent Hill Downpour. So yeah, this was £28. Not one of your cheaper Xbox 360 titles, but I needed it, and like I say, I've not played any Silent Hills other than the first one, so I'll have to give this one a go. A town called Silent Hill, where fear and torment are inescapable. Not my words, but it says on the back. So hopefully E3's coming up this weekend. Are they going to release a new Silent Hill game? Who knows? Right, then we went to the beach. Yeah, we went to Crosby Beach. Thought we'd go there, have a laugh. Walked around, we ended up going in the sea. If you've seen Scott's video, he's got the pictures on it. Go and check that out if you haven't seen it. Go and check out Scott's video, it's funny. They've got like these naked men statue things. So me and Eddie both grabbed hold of his bits and had a picture taken, laughing and joking as you do. Then we found some poles. So we thought we'd all try and have a laugh and take some, do some Karate Kid stances where you're up like that. So yeah, we done a few of them, and Eddie, you were shocking. You were the worst one out of all of us. And I've got to say, Jim, it must be because he's short, he's got a low centre of gravity. He was really good at them. So yeah, we all thought Scott was going to be the best because he's trained at it, but no. Jim put us all to shame. So well done, Jim. Driving back from there, all laughing and joking. We're just round the corner from Eddie's house now, we're nearly home. What I forgot to tell you earlier is we left Jim's car at Widney. I think it was Widney. So we're nearly back at Eddie's house now, and then Jim went, "Oh, what about my car?" And Eddie's gone, "Oh, damn, I forgot about your car." So now he's had to turn around and go back to his car to drop him off. So yeah, then we finally got back to Eddie's, and it was about 7:45, and we was gonna go because I had to be up for work early in the morning, and we were just sitting there chatting, and Eddie went, "Oh, Swap Shop's on," so we ended up watching that for about about an hour, and then I said, "Oh, come on, Scott, we've really got to go now." So we ended up leaving there about 9:15, 9:30. We stopped for some food on the way back. It was probably near on 12 o'clock by the time we got back to Scott's house. And I'm like, I've got another couple of hours here. It's probably like between 11:30 and 12. Then I got back here just before 2. Had about 2 hours sleep, then went to work. But when I got home, there was a parcel with me. There was a couple of parcels, but there's only one I want to show you. So I pre-ordered this game, and it's now complete in my set now. It is a Sinisteve game. Yes, we have K's and the Wild Masks, which is like your typical Sonic style game, but with like masks for trying to fly and stuff on it. Different masks have different abilities, so I want to stream this because this looks really fun. My plan is, now I've got all of these, is to make a collection video showing all of the Sinisteve games on the PS4 and to stream all of them. That is my plan now. When it will happen, I don't know. It won't be this month because of obviously going for the Gamerscore challenge. But who knows? Hopefully soon. So I was happy to have that, and then I finished work on the Monday and I thought I'd go check out the local CEX near my work, and I've managed to pick up 3 more 360 games while I was in there. So I'm chucking this in there because I'm still classing it as part of the bank holiday weekend. So I picked up Tony Hawk Ride. I was worried that I had this one, but when I got home I realised it is Tony Hawk Shred that I've got and not Ride, so I'm glad I picked it up even though this was only 50p. Another 50p game I picked up was Pure Football with old Stevie G on the front there. So yeah, just picking them up while I can, while they're cheap. And then this takes me down for one game in this series now. They had a copy of, I think this was £4 or £5. I think it was £4 and it cost me £5 in total. Was Need for Speed, The Rivals. Or Need for Speed Rivals. So yeah, I still need Carbon. It's a £10 game. There you go, it's got one of them little EA manuals in it as you get. And some other little Need for Speed. You know, it's got codes on it. And it's advertising Most Wanted on the back. Yeah, I need for Speed Carbon. But it's a £10 game, and I think it's one of those ones that's going to turn up at a charity shop or car boot sale. So yeah, that is finally all of the stuff I got over the bank holiday weekend at the start of, the end of May. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who come, all the people I got to meet for the first time. Lovely to meet you. Eddie, thank you very much for driving and for letting us stay at your house tonight, and for the great day out on Sunday. Jim, thanks for coming out on Sunday. Great to meet you. And do a bit of game hunting and catching people slipping as we do. So yeah, that is it. I will leave you all to the rest of your evening now to do what you want. So yeah, got a few bits to put away. I'll probably film another video after this. I've got another big pile of 360 games, and then it's on to the good stuff after that. So, but that's in a couple of months' time. You'll see that stuff. I'm just chucking this one out there while it's still fresh in my memory, and it's not part of my numbered pickups. This will come down as a special bank holiday weekend AC meet up or something like that, whatever I'm going to call it. Something along them lines. I'll think of a title by the time I've uploaded this. So yeah, that just leaves me with saying thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.